So hi everybody and welcome back to Sunrange 5 full game tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 43 and this video will continue with our AI and we are skipping the number 4 and 5 here because I make a very minimal AI system. And instead we are going here to number 6, which is the AI control setup, and we already created a controller. So we go to our folder AI here and clicking to our AI controller, which we already have, and our AI controller is empty. Now we have just to set it up. The first thing what we need is to run the behavior tree. What I mean with that, in our last video we have created this behavior tree and we want to run it. Now how can this controller run this behavior tree? First of all, we go to the controller, right click here in this part, and we write on possess. This event on possess will start when this controller is controlling or possessing, in this case, an actor, which means this actor here can be spawned or placed. So when this controller has access to one of these AIs, then this node can be activated, and when this node is activated we run just, and right here first, run behavior tree, and this node here, it's all what we need. And then we have, of course, select the behavior tree here in this drop down. In my case it's behavior tree 2, and you compile, save, and that's it. But this one will not work because our behavior tree has also here so-called blackboard key names. And these key names are more or less like variables and they need values. We have not assigned the values in it, which means, for example, this enemy 2 here has no value, and even if this one runs now, it will not find anything. So in our controller, we have also assigned the values which you have specified here. That's our job here. And the best way to do this is with an AI this perception system here from the AI. There are other ways as well, but we are using the AI perception system. So we go here to the component section, we click here this plus, we find here, right here, perception. It should be this AI perception, then you rename this, select this again, go to details, go to AI perception here, and then here senses config, just click here plus. And here we can select what you can select what you like. In this tutorial we are selecting this AI site config, and then we click again this drop down here, and here again drop down, and here we have to click again drop down here at the detection affiliations and select this detect neutrals as well, because they have not implemented all features in Blueprint. So we have to select this one. Read this more in this documentation, they explain it why. But this is the thing what we have to do so far. Here we compile, save, and that's it. So now we have here a component with this edge perception. Now we have to use this. How we use it? Again, we select this perception, we scroll down to the events, and here it says on target perception update. Careful, not this the first one, the third one, on target perception update, plus on this one we get a start node. This start node has here an actor and a stimulus, and this actor is our target. And in my case, like I showed you before, here I have a key name enemy 2, it's also an actor. This is that what we have to specify here. And the nice thing about this perception system is this here is identifying our actor, so our value which we have to pass here. And why I'm highlighting this, so because this one, if you make this in another way, for example with get all actors of class here, and then make a copy and then try to assign it, that will not work all time. Why not? Because there is a order of sequence which is first executed. When you start here, for example, this game here, perhaps this AI system is executed before my player character, which means my player character spawns later, and this AI system has already possessed this, and you get here all actors of class, try to get my player character, and that will then fail all time. So you can see this getting the target is not all time easy, then you have to think about it, and that could be a problem. And this perception system actually is a very nice system which helps us a lot, because this perception system is nothing more like just here's our AI, and we are using now the site. There is an invisible collision system actually here in a cone, and then it is just trying to see if it's overlapping or something like that in this area. If so, and then this node here will be activated. So it is a very nice dynamic system and easy system which you can use to find targets. And let's get into the setup now. Enough explanation. So here is our actor which we want target. In my case it's my player character, so there are different ways, and they use has actor tag. Actor has tag, this one here. And this system is very nice. We already talked about this one as well. This one is not even creating hard references. The only thing what you have to check or create is a tag on your actor. In my case, the player character, like I said, it can be anything what you like. In here I find my player character, I open up this one. This is my player character. I go here to the details panel, I write here tag, I jump here to actor tag, not the mesh tag or something like that, and then I go here to the tag system, and here if you have nothing, you press here plus, write here the name word of the tag which you want. In my case I called it just character 1. I copy this one here, or you just remember it. Then you go back and you paste this name here in it. And then what they are doing is also, there is one more check, because like I said, this perception here is just like a collision box here, a site where this AI is watching. And what they check also is this stimulus. They drag this out, then they go here, break AI stimulus, then they do click here this drop down, all opens up, and here on the bottom successfully sent. Successfully sent means, again, here is, let's say here's the collision box. If my character, which is my target, it's in this collision box, then the successfully sensed here will be activated, which means then you should do something. I'm not so sure if we really need this, but perhaps for update purposes or something like that. Anyway, we are just using it because it's in this tutorial. Let's do this. And then we make a AND boolean. What is a AND boolean, by the way? AND boolean. This AND boolean is just a checker. This AND boolean says, here is my first check and here is my second check. When this first check is true and my second check is also true, then I set this one to true. If one of them, all of them or so are false, I don't care, this is all time false. So this one is only true when both are true, and all other cases this one will be false. You connect this one here, and if you want to get rid of all the other pins here, you select this one and says hide unconnected pins. And then we make one more thing, a branch. We connect this one here, we connect this one here to the branch. Oops, sorry, not so. We connect this one here, and then what we have to do is as well set the value, because this what we did here right now is just get the target value, right? This is all what we did, is just to try to find our target value, and this value we have now assigned to this blackboard enemy 2. And how we do this, how we can assign values to a blackboard from our AI controller. And there is also a specific way, similar to variables, but they made it a little bit more complicated than it should be. But anyway, we are using it. What we need first of all, we start with a right click, write blackboard. Then we scroll down, and then it says here AI, and then get blackboard, because there is another get blackboard, not this function here. We are using this one here. And then you are going here down, and then you are writing, and that's very important and interesting. You are not writing this name here, what is showed here. Normally you would say, okay, I have now my blackboard here, this one. Now I can just write enemy 2. This is the normal way, I would say, but in this case not. The thing what you have to do is you have to write set value and then one of these names here, how you created this key. And that is the thing what you have to remember here. So which means here in your Blackboard you say, okay, I created this, you select for example this enemy 2, then you can see key type is object. So I created this key as an object, so I have to go back to my AI controller and you say, okay, set value as, and then what was it? An object. Okay, that was our first step. Now I know what I want set, but the problem is here, perhaps you have here many objects and now you have to specify this one. You have to find this enemy 2 object here. This is the next step is, and how you make this one is with the key name. You have to specify this, and one easy way is just promote this one to a variable. So you promote this one to a variable, I already have one, and then you compile, save, and then select again this promoted variable, go here to details, go down to default values, and then just write the key name which you want select. In this case I have only one, but let's say you have here many, then you have to select the right one. In this case enemy 2, okay, I write enemy 2 in. Now I have selected this one, now I connect this one here, and the last step which we need is here value. That's why we made all this kind of stuff. We have find the key name, this one, and now I want set the value, and this value is here. And like I said before, the first part here is finding the value. The value is this actor here, right? So this one here will only go through if it's exactly this character 1. I can take it from here and select it here. And the question is now, wait a minute, why I can't take it from oops, let me double click this one for a moment. Why I can't take it from here and select it directly here is because perhaps it is checking, perhaps it could be any other actor, but here I make a check. So with other words, if this check fails, it will never come to this set value. So this one will only go through if it's exactly this one. So I'm sure it will be my character player only. Yeah, all right. Then you compile and save, and then when we go back, actually we are skipping the next step 2, so we are skipping number 7 too, because this one has something to do with number 4, 5. We are going to test our code. Actually, we are finished more or less for the first step, not full finished, but for this part we are finished. We are testing it, and when I press here play from here, let's see, yes, it is working, but there is something strange. Wait a minute. This character, our AI, is following us, but it is not working. And there are some strange settings anyhow. I don't know why, and I don't know why it is not in the documentation anyhow. But what you have to do is, first of all, you find your AI character. So we go here to the folder, again, to our AI settings, in my case here, and open up the AI character, this one. Then you go here to the details panel, select the first one here on top, and then go to the details panel and write acceleration. I don't know why. There is the section nav movement, and then use acceleration for path. If you click this one here, compile this one, save this one, then again, let's test this, and now you can see this one is already working. Here is one more difference. Perhaps you realize it. Perhaps it is making this hard turns. There is another option which I saw on YouTube, actually, not my own research, which says you can select again this AI, and then you can right here again select the top one, right here desired, use control desired rotation, and this one here, for example. I don't know if this is working this way because we have not unchecked the other one, because there is something which you have to uncheck. This one you can see it still have this hard turns. What you have unchecked then, if you are using this one here, is right here on top, let's see, pawn. You write pawn, and we are not using this control rotation Joe now. When you have select this other thing what I have just shown you with this desired rotation, and when you are using this is a little bit smoother. And I'm showing you this one only because normally there is another way to do this with a timer and smooth rotations and all this kind of stuff, which is actually more complicated. That's why I choose this version here. But this version has one problem. What is the problem? This version, if it's too close, I can go here and it is not turning. You can see it is still aiming to the other side, the other one there, and not making a full turn. So this is just options, but a little bit more fine tuning and so something like that. But the nice thing is it is already working. So our AI, simple AI system is working. And of course now you can try to go to task 3, 4 and add this petrol system, and then use this decoration system what they have here. Instead, what I will do is where I will also create a task, but I will create an attack task like this one here. When I start this one, you can see this AI is following me, come to me, and then try make an attack animation, and then it is trying again when I run away, following me and attack me again. So that's it for this video. I hope that you understand all. If not, no worry, read just the documentation, there is everything explained. If you have any questions like old time, write in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye, good luck, and like old time, have fun and never give up.